This is a gentle yoga class, ideal for the end of a working day. We begin by setting an intention, followed by a warm-up with some sun salutations. The class is quite a gentle pace. It's a Hatha practice with some low back releases, some hip stretches, working towards pigeon pose. Toward the end of the class, you have an invitation to place your legs up the wall, and then we take a few twists before entering into a long Shavasana. I hope you enjoy the class. So we'll begin standing up, and we'll come to a position, just on our mat. Let's take a mountain pose to begin with. So your feet hip distance apart. Oops, seem to have lost someone. Your feet hip distance apart. The majority of your weight in your heels. Soften your knees. Little tuck through of your tailbone, lifting up from your sternum, chin tucking in. Take a deep breath in when you're ready to. A long breath out. As you breathe in, feel like you're returning to your body from a time away. Come back into your personal space. As you breathe out, let your weight ground, let your body drop, your body weight drop through your feet. Full inhale. Hi Pippa, welcome along. We're beginning standing today, just to change the pace. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let your weight drop through your feet. Check if you can, inside, soften your body from the inside. Maybe it's the case of unclenching your toes or unlocking your knees. But maybe deeper than that, you might feel that you can relax, release. You may become aware that you can have your shoulders reach down your back. Chin tucking in and lovely long neck, your crown reaching up. When you're ready, the next time we breathe out, we're going to bring the palms of our hands together. Dedicate your practice to whatever you think is highest. Maybe you decide to sacrifice your practice. Maybe your practice becomes a moving meditation. Perhaps your perhaps your practice becomes a prayer. So you open your heart, you ask for that which you need, whatever it might be. The one thing that we will do this evening is practice is we will continuously come back to the truth of this moment right now. The truth of this moment. Am I pushing too hard? Am I engaging in the right way? The next time you're ready to, we're going to breathe out, we're going to release the hand. On the in-breath, turn your arms out to the side, let your palms meet overhead. As you breathe out, we'll separate out the hands and touch opposite elbows behind you. Breathe in. When you're ready to breathe in, begin the movement again. Lift. Little scoop of the tailbone. You might be able to squeeze glutes. As you exhale, change sides. Up to the elbows. In breath. Reaching up. Exhale, switching sides. Let's do one last one together. This time as we breathe out, we're going to bend our knees and begin to forward fold. Fingertips brush the floor. Breathe in, bring yourself back up. I'm going to take a side angle view. As you breathe out, when you're ready, split your hands, bend your knees on the way down. Fingertips brush the floor. Breathe in, bring yourself all the way back up. Little scoop of the tailbone, little back bend if you like. Let's do one last one together. Bend your knees, reach forward, surrender your crown. In breath, when you're ready, come all the way back up. Your palms to meet overhead. Nice. We're going to come back into mountain pose with just an in-breath and an out-breath. Very nice. We're going to move the arms again up overhead. This time we'll bring the palms of the hands together, reach up with your hands and take your heels off the mat. Reach out and up as you breathe out. Separate your hands, bring your hands through the center line. Palms meet. Inhale. Take your heels high off the mat as you like. Keep that lift. Exhale, release. Last one. In breath, lifting internally. Out breath, releasing your heels to the mat. Back into mountain pose. Let's just see if these few moments here, just a little bit of movement, has already brought upon us something of a change. When you're ready, we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. We're going to take our right foot off the mat. We just circle out the ankle. And then the other way. Take the foot up and we're just kicking the foot backwards and forwards. 3, 2, 1. We'll set that leg down. Breathe in fully, shift your weight. Feel the shift of weight, move slowly, move purposefully. Let's roll out the ankle. One way, the other way. Nice. When you're ready, hand on top of the knee, kick the knee back and forward. 3, 2, 1. We'll set that foot down. Just quick mobilization. We're going to be sun saluting in a moment. When you're ready, we're going to take the leg, the right leg just backwards and forwards, so sideways on. You're just swinging the leg through and as far back as you can behind you. Already beginning to waken our pelvic floor and core engagement. Keep that movement going. 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then we do the same thing. Now the legs in front of you, just going side to side. 3, 2, 1. Set the foot down. We're going to do the same leg again, the right leg, but behind us. Yeah. Good job. Okay, we'll put that leg down. Breathe, let your body soften again. A little bit of tension comes in, absolutely fine. Breathe in fully, please. Breathe in, let your legs relax. Feel what's there. We're not trying to push away or trying to go away from the experience. Let it be there. Now, shifting and weight into the right leg, we're swinging the left leg forward. So again, it's just a kind of little lift up in your hip. Really nice. 3, 2, 1. Same thing the other side. So now we're just going to swing out the leg in front of us. And you might want to put the leg down, have a moment to find your balance, or you might be ready to just take it straight back behind you and carry that on. Okay, nice. Good job. We'll take a wider stance. Feet 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Let's circle out our hips. If you're ready, you can go the other way. Well, let's go back the other way again. This time maybe with a little tip forward. Very nice. Let's come up when we're ready. And if you're ready to go the other way, we'll go the other way. Nice. quick little warm up for our wrists. So if you have a different warm up that you prefer, you can do that. Otherwise, thumbs inside your hands, wrap the fingers around your thumbs, wrists together, we're rolling that out. Nice, and then the other way. Go flick out the fingers there, and then take a trident pose so that your elbows are at shoulder height. Remember to turn your toes out 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We're inhaling left, exhale right. And then we'll just let the arms swing. Really nice, and we'll come to a stationary position. Let's come to the head of our mat. So we're going to do the sun salute, sun salutation, but we're not going to do the lift your legs up. Well, the first part that we're going to take out is normally we go out and up, and then we come down, and I'll say come halfway up. We're not going to do the come halfway up. So we're just going to come, instead we're going to go all the way out and up with the arms, forward fold, and then step a leg back. The other thing that we're also going to take out is then from there, we would eventually come back to downward facing dog. And then the instruction usually is lift your leg behind you and then step it through. Again, today we're not going to lift the leg, we're just going to step the foot through. So those are the two little differences. I'm sure you'll be completely fine. Let's continue. So palms of the hands together. Remember your practice, what you began with your practice this evening. So that deep inner commitment, palms of the hands at the center of your chest. Breath in then. As you breathe out, release your hands. Inhale, take your arms out and up, let your palms meet. Breathing out, we'll bend the knees and slowly make your way into a forward fold. Step your right foot back, breathe in to look forward. We're going to hold this stretch here for a few more breaths. You can lift your right knee if you're ready to, but if you don't feel warmed up, then let it be soft. If you're ready, guys, we'll plant the hand, we'll step left foot back into the plank. Remember to now distribute your weight evenly through both hands. You can go knees, chest and chin, or you might want to go press up. Seeing as it's the first one and we're just warming up, we can go knees, chest and chin to slide into cobra. Roll your shoulders onto your back, breathe in, lift up your cobra. Breathe out, we'll come down, tuck toes under. Let's push onto knee and meet in downward facing dog. As it's the first one, if you like, you might just want to have a soft bend in your knees. Push your hips towards the wall behind you. Press your chest in between your shoulders. Breathe in deeply. As you breathe out, then step the right foot through. Deep breath in, long breath out. So again, same thing applies with this left knee now. Might be a big stretch for you. If it's a big stretch, keep it soft. Don't have to straighten up straight away. Let's lift, if you're ready, we'll take our weight forward, we'll step forward. Inhale, out and up. Palms feet overhead. Exhale, hands come home. Breathing in. Breathing out, release your hands. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Arms nice and wide. Go wide as you can. palms meet. Feel your two hands contact each other. Split your hands, slowly, slowly dive forward into the space. Step your left foot back. Breathe in to look forward. Again, because this is the second half of the same first sun salutation, we'll take these big holds. Maybe you might be ready to lift your knee a little bit more now. Maybe you decide to lift your chest away from your right knee. Let's step back to plank. You might go knees, chest, and chin, but we're still warming up, so you might want to prefer to do that. Press your shoulders onto your back, lift your kneecaps, pubic bone into your mat, lift up for a low cobra, including lifting the upper spinal part of your back. Breathe out, let's come down, tuck toes under, push onto knee, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So we'll take a deep breath in. We're not going to lift the left leg. Instead, we're going to breathe out. We're going to step your left foot between your hands. Same thing applies as the first half. It's the second half of the first sun salutation. So you can keep your right knee bent. Feel your weight in the heel of your left foot. Then, as you press your right foot forward, step forward. We'll breathe in, slowly, slowly, come up. Squeeze tailbone under, tuck it under, keep your core braced, hands come home. Breath in, breath out. Let's turn up the space, the pace just a little bit. Inhale, take your arms out and up. Split your hands, dive forward into the space. Breathe in, step your right foot back. Breathe out, step back to plank. Inhale here, we'll slow it down, we'll go knees, chest and chin. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Lovely long neck now. Keep that long neck. Squeeze the buttocks muscle. Use your middle back to lift you up. Breathe out, let's come down, we'll tuck toes under. Maybe you like to reverse press up to your down dog. Inhale, exhale, bring your weight forward, step your right foot forward. We might be ready to raise this left knee. Breath in, please. Breath out. Step. Left foot comes forward. Inhale. All the way out and up. Hands come home as you breathe out. Breath in. Breath out. Surrender your hands. In breath. Arms reach out and up. Core is braced. Breathe out. Come into your forward fold. Breathe and step back directly with your left foot. Breathe out. Step back to your plank on the exhale. Take an inhale here. Find your core muscles. As you breathe out, we can make our way down onto our abdomen, shoulders onto back. Lift up for your cobra. Exhale. Come right the way down. Let's tuck under and meet in downward facing dog. Feet with a gap. You don't have to strain your neck here. Have a straight back if possible. Breath in. On the next breath out, if the left foot will step through. Distribute your weight evenly through both hands. Lift up your right knee. Lean forward. Step forward. Breathe in. We're out and up. Exhale. Hands to come home to center line. In breath. Out breath. The sun has entered Leo. It's a very strong position for the sun to be in. Hence, this sun salute is supercharged. Breathe in. Raise your arms. Breathe out. Split your hands. Bend your knees to come down. Step your left foot straight back. Breathe in to look forward. Breathe out. Plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's meet on our front, ready for our cobra on the in-breath. Out breath to come home now, back down, and push back to your downward facing dog. A full inhale. On the breath out, weight into your hands, step your left foot forward. Breath in, breath out, right foot steps forward. Inhale, we're out and up. Out breath, hands to come back home to your center line. Let's do one more round together and then I might share any insights I pick up. So we're at the head of the mat, a breath in, a breath out, release your hands. In breath, out and up. Beautiful, go with it. Out breath, split your hands, bend your knees, flat back to come forward. Nice. Straight away, step your right foot back. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, step back into your plank. Very nice. Take an inhale here. When you're ready, knees, chest, and chin, or down like a press up. Take your time, set yourself up, take cobra. Nice. Breath out, back to your downward facing dog. Very nicely done. A breath in. On the breath out, the right foot to step forward. Set it nice, set yourself up, take a breath, take your time. Breathe out, step your left foot forward. And then with that, we're ready to come out and up. Good job. Hands to come home through your center line. Breathe in, breathe out, relax here, release your weight. Inhale, out and up. Breath out, split the hands, reach forward, and then down. Very nice. Step your left foot straight back. Breath in to look forward. Breath out to step back to your plank. Take an inhale here. Breathe out, step back. Beautiful. Knees, chest, and chin, or down like a press up. Low cobra. Breathe out. We'll come home, back down, and meet in downward facing dog. Very nice. Take your time, set this up, set up your down dog, take a breath in, on the breath out, step your left foot forward. Breath in, breath out, step forward. Lovely, inhale, out and up. Really good, really good, looks good. Shoulders onto your back, palms and hands meet. We'll breathe out, we'll release the hands. Inhale, turn the palms out and up. Let your palms meet. Breathe out, split the hands, bend your knees, dive forward. Do that beautiful thing where you last of all release your arms, then your head. Step your right foot back. Then you have that option, hips high or hips low. Try hips low if you like. Step back to plank. Now, the trick is now set your shoulders up on your back. So make sure your shoulders are on your back, not winging, but on your back now. And then you can go knees, chest and chin. Now if you need to reposition your shoulders by rolling them forward, up and back, do so, and then press and lift, elbows right by your ribs, then take that last little extra bit with your chin tucked, head looking forward. Nice. We'll breathe out, we'll come down, we'll tuck toes under, push back to down dog. Breath in, breath out, left foot, right foot steps forward. You might want to try the extra little hip dip. Breath in, breath out, we'll step forward. We'll breathe in, come out and up. Let's do the other side. Breathe in deeply, breathe out, release your hands. Arms out and up. Arms meet. Split your hands, bend your knees, so we're hinging from the hips. Keep your shoulders and arms extended, and finally surrender your wings, then your head. Step your left foot back. Now we're ready to look forward. When you're ready, we'll plant the hands back to plank. Set up your shoulders onto your back now. Yeah. And then we can go knees, chest and chin to come down. You might need to refix that onto your down and then lift. Take that extra little cobra, less arms, more back. Come down, tuck your toes. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale, on the breath out, if you're ready, step left foot forward. You can get an extra little stretch here by dropping your hips but lifting the back knee. We're ready to step right foot forward. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, Hands come home. Wonderful. You know what we haven't done for a long time? A pigeon pose. So we're going to work our way into that. Stand on the mat. Take a big sideways step with your right foot. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll take a breath in, we'll take the arms out and up. As you breathe out, split your hands, bend your knee, come halfway, just halfway. Then from there, you can take your hands to the outside of your legs, very little weight in your arms, roll your shoulders onto your back. Breath in, breath out. Now, just to check, we're going to take the left hand and check, find your lower back, the arch in your lower back. Check that there is an arch there. We'll take both the hands to the left foot, or the left shin, or the left knee, or the left thigh. Doesn't matter. Higher up your leg, the kinder it is. But you may find you're down there by the foot. You may be somewhere near your shin or ankle. You may be up as high as your knee. The important thing is our back is flat. So that's the primary note. Don't let yourself round to reach for your foot. Keep your back straight. Nice flurry area there. Brenda, well done. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's play with the weight. Shift your weight slightly forward into the pads of your feet. Feel the stretch in the backs of your legs. The next time you're ready to breathe out, we're going to take the left hand onto the middle of our lower back. That's it. And then roll your left shoulder onto your back. Keep your right hand where it is, and then a quarter turn with your head to the left. When you're ready to, we'll take that left hand back into original position onto left leg, right hand onto right leg. Bend your knees, come all the way out and up. Nicely, beautifully done. Hands come home through center. You know what? We'll just bring legs through center. We'll just shake that loose. If you feel you need to, if you're in your center, still place, keep it still. But otherwise, shake, shake. Let's do the other side. So original start position, feet nice and wide. Toes can be pointing out to the side. A little bit of a glute engagement is a good idea here. Thighs engaging, we'll bring the arms out. As you breathe out, split your hands, come halfway till you feel the arch in your back is maintained. Keep that nicely down. Then we'll take both the hands to the right leg. It doesn't matter how high or low or near the foot or not. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, continue breathing, continue holding the same right leg, very little weight in the leg. Check. Now, some people will lift up the kneecap here. There's no need to do that. Keep your kneecap soft. Yeah, keep that knee soft. Continue to breathe. And then we're ready to slightly shift our weight forward into the balls of the feet. Once you have that, now roll your shoulder forward, up, and then back. Take the palm of your right hand to the middle of your lower back. We can really turn this into a twist by taking that right shoulder back, and you're ready to do a quarter turn to the right with your head. Well done. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Stay with your breath. We'll take both the hands to the right leg. Take your left hand to the other side. Let's bend our knee. Take your arms out and up. Come up to standing. Palms meet. Breathe out. Bring your hands home to center line. Nice. Relax there. Shake if you need to shake it out. So hopefully you're somewhere near the head of your mat. The weight into your left foot. Breathe in. Let's take the arms wide, palms meet overhead. As you breathe out, hands to heart, your right knee to lift. A breath in here. On the breath out, step back to warrior one. As soon as the foot lands, you can lift up the heel. We'll take the arms forward and up. Maybe it's more of a V shape with your arms today. Maybe it's a W. Check. But be sure that your shoulders are moving down your back. From here, we have two options. Some of us may prefer to take hands forward to the mat and then set the right knee down. Others may prefer to just lower the right knee to the mat. Both are good. We end up in the same place. From here, we can release the hands. Now, second option, tuck your toes under or not. If you guys have been doing this for some time, maybe try today pointing the toe behind you. We're going to take both the hands and interlace them on the front leg, and we're just taking the knee backwards and forwards. As you come forward, a gentle squeeze of the right glute. As you come back, push back, release that. Let's do one last one. Come forward, squeeze the glute, right glute, come back. Really nice. Okay, we're going to go a little bit deeper. Your right hand to touch down, your left hand to semicircle up. The next time we breathe out, we're going to semicircle that hand outside the left foot. It's going to get a little bit tricky now. I'm going to ask you to bend this back knee. But before we do that, take your right hand flat, then bend the back knee with your left hand, reach for your right foot. It might be a case that you have to fold your yoga mat. You may have to come out and then come back in. So it looks like, yeah, I think there's a good enough view there. The right hand is to the mat, left hand is holding the right foot. Then you can look over your left shoulder. Well done. One more breath. Slowly, slowly release the breath, release the foot. Left hand is now outside your left foot. We'll tuck right toes under, lift up the back knee. Strong legs, take warrior one. We're going to do a slightly different step forward. You can step forward in the way we normally do, hands together, feet come, your right foot comes forward, or you might decide to take your hands down the side and raise your right knee as you step through. Breath out to raise it, to release the foot. Just an extra little balance conundrum. Check how your right leg feels. Start with the hamstring. Feel the front of your thigh, the calf. Warrior one on the left side. Waiting to your right foot. Inhale. When you're ready, we'll raise the arms. In your own time, when you're ready, hands to heart, it's the left knee we're bringing up. Breath in, chin away from your chest. Breath out. Step the left foot back. Ground. Once you're steady on your feet, we're ready to lift. Arms, lift the left heel. Squeeze that left buttock. You can always pivot the back foot away if you wanted a little bit of a deeper stretch here in the front of your left hip, but we're going to get there in just a moment. So if you're ready, we'll bring the hands together through the center line. You may decide to release your hands forward first and then place your knee down, but you might be ready to just lower the left knee to the mat. If you like, you can point your left toes behind you. On the breath out, left hand down to your mat, right hand to spin back. Really nice. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Gentle reminder that your right knee will pop out to the side. If you bring your right knee towards the middle of your chest, you kind of are flatter on the right foot. Beautiful. Breathe out. Semicircle the right hand outside your right foot. We're going to come back up and we'll interlace the fingers over right knee. So this is the one where you just come forward and backwards. Really nice. If you're ready, we'll come forward one last time. Left hand comes back to the mat. We lift up the left foot and your right hand reaches back to the foot. Once you've got a hold of the foot, it's kind of like it feels right to turn your head over your right shoulder. Maybe your left heel touches your left glute. Maybe not. Engage your left thigh. Squeeze that left thigh. Notice if you get a deeper stretch out of it that way. Well done, everyone. If you're ready, release the right hand, release the right hand back to the outside of your right foot. Tuck left foot, tuck your left toe under, lift up the back knee. Strong core. Pelvic floor is lifted. Tummy muscles engaged. Press into your right foot. Let's take warrior one again. Breathe in, breathe out. Long breath, slow breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your hands. We're going to lean forward, your head is left knee all the way up. Breathe out, set it down. Well done, everyone. Bit of a tricky little thigh quad breath that. So take a moment, for as long as you need. We're at the head of our mat. From here, we're going to go into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll take our pigeon pose together. I'll walk you through. Inhale, let's take the arms out of the palms meet. Split the hands, bend your knees, dive into the space. Breathe in, this time we will come up halfway. Find that and feel the arch in your lower back. Breathe out, hands come down, step one leg back, and then the other leg back, and then from there to your downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lift up both heels, take your left leg up, please. As you breathe out, take your left knee outside your left wrist. Yeah, outside and set the knee down, set the shin down. From there you can release your right knee to the mat and point your right toes behind you. If you want to go a little bit deeper, which might be a good option, you'll lift up the back knee and walk the right leg back. From here, we turn our attention to the front part of our pigeon pose. Left hand flat, with your right hand, take a hold of your foot and bring the foot out to the side. You might also have to take your calf out from under your thigh. The next little thing is that we want to bring our left hand and the right hand in line with this left knee, so not in front. So this is in front, this is in line. Right toe is pointing behind us, squeeze the right buttock, we're lifted in our upward pigeon position. Take your time. The natural tendency of our body will be to lean to the left. Slightly draw your right hip towards your left heel. From here, if you're ready, you might come forward onto your forearms. And this is the sort of the loveliest part of pigeon pose for me. Really, just go deep into your body. Go deep into yourself. Breathe here. If that feels okay. If being on forearms doesn't work and you want to come out, hands are already outside the knee, tuck your back toe under, lift up the back knee, push back, down dog, and from there you can come up to tabletop. Nice. If you're in your pigeon pose, you're on your forearms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't worry, we're going to hold pigeon pose for quite a little bit longer. But if you're ready to come out, you would come back onto your hands first. Don't worry, take your time, breathe deep into this. You might want to straighten your arms, bring the palms of the hands together and rest your forehead to the floor. So completely, so it would look a little bit like arms completely straight. If you wanted to try that, you can give it a go. To come out, make your way onto forearms, come back into a full extension with your arms, and then tuck your back toes under, lift up the back knee, push back to downward facing dog. Give yourself a few moments in your down dog just to flush out that left side. We're going to breathe in, we're going to lift up both heels. It's the right leg we're taking up. On the breath out, like you're about to do a plank, then take your right knee on the outside, on the pinky finger side of your right hand. Once you've set the right knee and shin down, you're weighted into your right hand. With your left hand, pick up your right foot and just walk it a little bit in front. This is the point at which you might decide you need to get your calf out from under your thigh. The hand position is about to change now. So you're on the fingertips and your right hand is outside your right knee. We'll point the left toe behind us, walk the left leg back, walk the toe behind, walk your left leg back behind you. And we're ready for pigeon pose here. So a couple of things that you'll find useful. There's an arch in my back, and the temptation here for me is to round. I'm working the other way. I'm actually lifting up. Then, if you're ready, we can come onto forearms. So that might be the position that works and gives you the deepest release. Maybe you can feel where in your outer right hip this is most keenly felt. Travel into the stretch and then breathe into it. As you breathe out, perhaps out of the mouth, you may visualize that you're releasing that tension from outside your hip, out of your mouth, and away from you. A deep breath in, a long breath out to release the tension from out your hip. You'll exactly just decide when you're ready to come out. You can come onto forearms. from forearms back into the original position where we're straight, with our arms, hands outside the knee. The next bit would be to tuck your back toe under and to lift up the back knee. Then press into your hands, hands flat now, press into your hands and push all the way up. Beautifully done, well done, to your down dog. And now we just get to flush out a little blood supply into that stretched out right hip. When you're ready to, we'll make our way forward into plank and then softly land on your knees. I'm just going to check, but does everybody have a block? No? Okay. So if you, those of you that have a block, I'll talk to you second. If you do not have a block, we're just going to put our legs up against the wall. So something you can lean on with your legs is fine. If you have, actually, you know what, if you have a block and you just want to go to the wall and you just want to prefer to do that, then that's also fine. So put your legs up somewhere. So you don't need me to talk you through that. I'm sure you can manage putting your legs up. Those of you with the block, be somewhere in the middle of our mat. Interlace the fingers over a knee and roll onto your block, onto your back. You can then take your block under your hips. And then, of course, one knee, then the other, and we take both legs up from there. So the result is the same, just slightly different means. Good job. So the position of the block here is quite important. You want to feel with the block at your sacrum that your abs are not having to lift your legs, that you're supported. So I would suggest the block goes on the flat part of your sacrum and not on your lower spine. Yeah. You'll know you've got it because there'll be an effortless lift. Very nice. We're only going to be here for another, maybe another minute or so. So when you're ready, take a deep breath into your abdomen. Follow the breath into your ribs, right up to your collarbones, to your neck, to the tops of your shoulders. And as you breathe out, unburden your chest, unburden your neck, your shoulders. Breathe out and soften through here. Soften your neck muscles, your shoulder, your chest muscles. Breathe. And of course, if you decide to bend your knees a little bit, totally fine. It's okay. We want the inversion effect of this. We also want to let your tongue relax, your jaw, your eyes, perhaps your ears and your scalp, all softening. You really get the blood flow into that place. Release tightness. Very nice. So those of you who are leaning against the wall, my next instruction is for you. And it's optional, you don't have to take it. You might just want to roll your ankles a few times, one way, the other way. If your legs are up against the wall. From there, if you like, you might bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Yeah. And you'll gradually bend your knees as far as feels comfortable. Your heels will come toward yourself. And we get this adductor stretch, which is on your inner thighs. Nice, and you'll figure it out, you'll know what feels right for you, a little bit of pressure pushed into there. If you're using the wall, you might even find with your hands, you can put your hands on your knees and press your knees away. Those of us using the block, we're also going to get the exact same stretch, but first we're going to come down. So when you're ready, bend both of your knees, then step one foot down, then the other. Nice. Keep yourself on the block, if it's possible, and bring the soles of your feet together. Very nice. You might find bringing your arms up at shoulder height gives you a little bit more of a release around your neck and shoulders. Great job. And so now we let the stretch come to us. Soles of the feet are together. You don't have to, but you may feel as if you were to press the soles of your feet together, you would get a little bit of an adductor engagement. So your knees would lift. Maintain that pressure as you breathe. And then the next time you breathe out, release that pressure. Let your knees completely surrender and open. From here, when you're ready, bring your knees to, so this is, if you're lying on, if you're using the wall, take your arm out to the side and roll your knees out to the side, and then roll off to the side. Give yourself a moment just lying on your side, and then press up onto your hands. If you're using the block, and just sit there with up against your wall, just so you don't get a rush of blood to the head, or come back to your mat. And those of you using a block, so bring your knees together, separate out your feet, press your feet into your mat, and lift your hips. Then remove the block from underneath you. Then let your hips touch down. Take a moment there, just in that position, to feel the effect of the block, release of the block on your lower back. We're going to take a quick twist together, all of us, in time. So if you're ready, you can interlace the fingers over a knee and roll onto your back. And of course, if those of us who have our knees bent, if we're ready, we'll straighten both the legs as well. And so we're lying on our back, legs outstretched. Let's take a gentle twist. We'll take the left knee in toward our chest. Take your right hand onto your left knee and take your left hand out to the side. Make sure that your left shoulder stays in contact with the mat. Roll to your outer right hip. You can turn your head to the left. As you breathe out, relax your right shoulder first. Then take a full inhale. Full inhale, inflate both your lungs, all the way up to your neck and face. As you breathe out, let your eyes, your face all relax. Let's breathe in. We'll come back up through center. If you're ready, bring your left knee back up through center and extend the leg away. So we're ready to do the other side, the right side. So we'll take the right knee into the chest, left hand onto your right knee, your right arm out to the side. In your own time, we're rolling over to our left. The next time you breathe out, relax your left shoulder. Relax your right fingers. Take a full set of lungs. Breathe out. Last few moments here, so enjoy the stretch. And in your own time, we can come back through center and stretch and spread yourself out. This brings us nicely to the relaxation of our practice. But for the moment, take this time to be you, to be here.
As you breathe out, follow your breath through your body, arrive at the sole of your left foot. Feel and then breathe in through the sole of your left foot. As you begin to exhale, invite the sole of your left foot to open. Breathe into your left toes, the top of your left foot, your left ankle. As you exhale, let the bones in your foot separate away from your leg. Become aware of your lower leg and inhale through your shin, the calf, all the way up to your knee. As you begin to breathe out from your left knee, flow the breath down and out, releasing your lower left leg. As you begin to inhale, feel for your left thigh, the hamstring, the left glute. When you start to breathe out from deep inside the left hip, release the whole of your left leg. Let the thigh muscle roll away from you. Make your way down to the sole of your right foot. Breathe in through the sole of your right foot. As you begin to exhale, and with love, invite the sole of your right foot to open. Inhale into your right toes, the top of your right foot, your right ankle. And then breathing out, surrender the foot. Become aware of your lower right leg and inhale into the shin, the calf, as high as your right knee. As you exhale from the right knee downwards, soften. Become aware of your right thigh. Follow your breath into there, the hamstring, the glute. And then from way up high in the hip, surrender the whole of your right femur bone. Let the muscle roll away. Let the leg relax. Become aware of your pelvic space. Fill this with your breath. And then breathing out. Relax through here any amount. Notice your abdomen. Let your abdomen fill with your next inhale. And as you breathe out, follow the breath out, relaxing through your abdominal region. Drop into the arch of your lower back, the part lifting away from the mat, the floor. Breathe into the arch of your lower back. And as you breathe out, with love, invite this place to relax. Perhaps you feel a new contact with the floor. Notice your chest and shoulders. Let your next inhale lift up into your shoulders. And with that breath out, let your shoulders open out in opposite directions, softening into your upper back. Feel and then breathe into your upper back. As you begin to exhale, surrender your weight. Let it be taken. Become aware of your left hand, your left arm. Inhale through this left hand and arm, past your elbow, all the way up into the shoulder. And then from deep inside your left shoulder, surrender your arm. Become aware of your right hand and arm. Draw the breath in through the fingertips, past your elbow, into your right shoulder. And as you exhale from deep inside that shoulder, surrender the arm. Just let it go. Become aware of your neck. Fill your neck with your breath, your awareness. And as you exhale, soften any amount. Take a breath in through the underside of your chin, all the way up to your forehead. And then breathing out, let the whole of your face relax. Become aware of your left ear and breathe in through your left ear. As you breathe out, relax the left half of your face, your neck, your shoulder. Inhale through your right ear. With that breath out, relax the right half of your face, your neck, your shoulder. Take a breath in through the crown of your head. As you begin to exhale, let the skin there relax and the skin at the back of your head relax. Breathe in through your eyes. And as you breathe out, let your eyes relax, let them sink. Follow that release to the space behind your eyes, connecting your eyes through the optic nerve. Breathe into that. And as you breathe out, follow that release into your brain space. Breathe into your brain space. And as you exhale, relax behind the eyes, between your ears. Follow that release down through your neck. Rest at your heart. Rest for as long as you need.